Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK for another Tuesday morning Coffee and Cards live paper crafting session. Welcome. I hope you can join me, and if you're here, say hello. I will wait a few minutes to see if anyone hops on to join us this morning. I hope you're well. The sun is shining in our part of the country. It's going to be really super hot today. Hello, Helen. We're having like this mini heat wave in September, which is pretty much unheard of. And I am absolutely making the most of it because I was ready to put my flip-flops away and get the winter coat out, to be fair. Yeah, so it's just stunning. I mean, it's going to be like 28, 30 degrees possibly. Hello, Linda. How are you? Are you all right? Lovely of you to join me. I'll just wait a few moments and see who hops on, see if anyone hops on. I'm just going to check on my laptop to make sure I'm live in the right place, okay, which I can see that I am. Let me just click on that. Sorry, I've disappeared off the screen. Let me just mute myself. There we go. Now I can see. Oh, you're good. Hello, Hillary. I can see more of the comments on my laptop. It is a beautiful day, Carol. Good morning to you. I hope you're well. So, have you been okay? Did you have, what day is it, Tuesday? Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything nice? I'd love to know what you got up to. And have you got your drink? Because it's coffee and cards. I don't have a coffee. I have a half cold cup of coffee. It's not really nice. It's over there. So I've got a can of caffeine Coke going on this morning. I've been up since 6:30. Schools are back, so it's a 6:30 start every school day. So I've been up a while. And I've had a couple of coffees already, so I hope you're really well. And I'll show you what we're going to play with. Morning, Amanda. It's 32 degrees in sunny Spain, is it? Well, we are going to be catching up with you today with our temperature, which is just bizarre. Good morning, Jan. Lovely of you to join us. But this afternoon, I am going to be doing what I did yesterday. I'm going to be working on my laptop. I'm going to be doing all my blogging and doing all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to sit in the garden and do it because all the other really active duty things, you know, that I need to do, they can wait because the end of the week is going to be cooler. So I'll do those then. I don't know about you. I hope you're all just going to sit in the shade, maybe craft. Let's show you the stamp set that I'm going to be using. I've just got this one. It's absolutely stunning. I've had it a couple of weeks, but I just got it out the last few days and played with it. It's beautiful. It's called Nature's Harvest. I'll try and turn it around so you can see. I just need to do that. Let's flip it. There we go. So Nature's Harvest. It's got these gorgeous images on, this echinacea flower, and then these little images down here. The font is beautiful. It's got a get well message. It's got a good luck message. It's got a thank you and a you mean so much to me kind of message, but the font's lovely. And it's got a brilliant die set that goes along with it. Really gorgeous, and I'll show you that in a minute too. It's part of a suite. It has papers and it has metallic dots. It's got the most gorgeous ribbon. It's stunning. Love this. This is going to be the feature of my September monthly card class. So those of you that are local to me, I run a class the fourth Thursday in every month. I have a local venue to me, and that's on the 23rd of September. So that event is up on my Facebook page. So yeah, and I will be sending out an email. So do watch out for that. If you're local and you'd like to book it, I would love to have you as a face-to-face event. I've got some gorgeous cards planned for the whole suite. Right, I'm going to try and turn this back round now so that I'm back to normal. There we go. I did it. Hooray! Aren't we funny? Technology gets me every time. So I feel like I'm very close to you. I've moved back a little bit. Have another drink. Do you all have your coffee or tea or what have you? Morning, Wendy. Lovely of you to join me. How lovely that you're all on here. So I'm going to start crafting. I'm going to show you the card that I made for a blog hop as well during the crafting session. I'll show you a card using this set that I made for a blog hop too. So let's turn the camera around and we'll do some crafting. Oh, there's a delivery van outside my front and I hope it's not coming here. I haven't ordered anything, but you never know. Does your husband order things from places and boxes just turn up? We get a lot of Amazon orders, a lot. So, you know, it'll be a cable for this or a cable for that or this, and I never know what's coming. You have to laugh. Mystery cables, things like that normally. Also, if there is a bit of noise, I apologise, but our window cleaner is currently here. So anyway, he's finished with my craft room, so that's good. Right, let's... Hi, Helen. You said, yeah, I'm hand. What does that mean? Oh, in hand, you got a coffee in your hand. Hold on, let me turn the camera around. You can see it, my friend. See, that's my window cleaner's car. Right, let's turn the camera around. We'll do some crafting. Hold on, don't want to make you seasick. I'm going to put the camera down just for a moment until I bring us back into shot with my lovely tripod. Here we go. Okay, let's just adjust this. Here we go. Right, let's put my glasses on so I can see what's going on. Here we go. What's the oops? 4. There we are. It's always a bit of a job. It's a fantastic tripod. There we go. But it's always a bit of a job after I've completely changed the position to get it really right. Hang on, this is back to front. This feels like it's back to front. No, it doesn't. I don't know, that's weird. Yeah, that's definitely back to front. Let's have a look at what we've done here. That's it. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I thought I was good with technology. Right, here we go. So this is our super duper beautiful stamp set. Do tell me if that looks right and you can see everything in shot. That would be good. Yeah, I've got it right. So this is the stamp set with Nature's Harvest that we're going to be using. Okay, let me show you the dies. The dies are the Harvest dies, and there's a lot of them in there. Let me open it up. So we have got these, right, this one cuts out this image, this one cuts out this image, and then this one is a standalone. It's like a stalk, a grass, a branch, whatever you'd like it to be. And then these are standalone as well. How gorgeous is this one? Yeah, I'm going to be using this one today. This one is kind of like grasses. And then we've got this lovely long label one. Are you waiting for your UPS delivery, Karen, for this one? It's amazing. And it fits this nice long sentiment here, that label die. Or this one, it'll fit pretty much other stamps as well. Whatever you've got that fits, it's a great one. And then there's a smaller one that fits the thank you and the good luck. So yeah, loads of dies, really nice ones. Let's pop that back there and we'll get cracking. Make a card. Make a card. So I was looking for some neutral colours for this one. So I have picked out, I have got, and hello Karen, in case I didn't say hello to you. Oh, what's that? That looks like a piece of ink. How can you get a piece of ink? I'm not sure. Because that is obviously some kind of inky matter that is on my grid paper. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but it's gone. How strange. Let's not get that all over us. No, how weird. All right, so I've got a piece of thick, basic white card. Let's move the ribbon. Thick, basic white. So it's a nice, thick, substantial card base. It's a piece of A4 card. I've scored it and cut it in half like that. And then I've got my regular size layer that I like. And this one is Early Espresso. And I've cut it just 0.5 centimetre smaller. So this A4 is scored at 10.5 and cut at 14.9, and this piece is 10 by 14.3 centimetres. So that's my regular size of card layer. And then this one, I've taken down a whole centimetre just to give a nice border of that early espresso. So this then is 13.3 by 9 is what that is. And all of my cards, both the cards I make today have got these measurements. They're both got the same. Now, I have noticed that when I cut this early espresso, there's kind of a little bit on the end there. Do you see that? I'm going to trim that. That's going to bother me. There we are. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is glue my layer, and then we'll use this layer for stamping on. It's a great set, Jan. I've seen a lot of projects with it, and it was on my wish list for a while. And then a few weeks ago, I thought, yeah, it's about time I get this beautiful set for my September class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a class for September using this set, not these cards clearly, using this set for my local people who are local to me. But then I'm also going to do it as a kit in a box. So anybody in the UK can order the class. They just need the stamp and die set or something similar to make it. Hello, Jen. Lovely of you to join us. I'm glad you're here today. Okay, so this is our stamping layer. So I'm going to crack on with stamping this one. And I think I'm going to stamp it. Hang on a minute. I've got to make sure I'm making the right card because I've got two different cards to make. Yeah, I'm going to stamp it in crumb. I picked out Sahara sand, and I thought that was crumb cake. They're very similar colours. That's fine. Sahara sand will do the job very well. So let's have a look at what I've got. I've got this splodgy stamp from the set, and I thought we'd play with that. And I'm going to do a simple stamping one layer card to start with. Well, maybe 2 layers on there, but if you know what I mean, there's no die cutting on this card. There's nothing too difficult. So if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can use the stamp set and get great results, and it's beautiful. If you just want to do stamping and not die cutting or any other kind of fancy technique. So this grid paper is made for the Stamparatus. It's so useful for putting on your work surface. So using a little bit of this will save my big grid paper, which is nice to get more than one use out of, I think, sometimes, although now I've got it all inky. Right. Sahara sand. I'm going to make a background with it, and I am going to stamp it off. I'm going to stamp it off, and I'm going to do a 3rd generation stamp. So if you don't know what that means, that's obviously first. Oh, hang on, sorry. That's obviously first, that's second, and then the lightest will be 3rd generation. So I'm going to do a 3rd generation splodge is what I'm aiming at. Would help if I actually stamped it off. Yeah, let's turn that over. I was too busy talking to you to actually do it properly. Here we go. 1, 2, and then stamp. So you've got this lovely faded kind of distressed. You've been busy in the garden. It's very hot out there today, Jen. It's going to get up to 28, 30 degrees. So the garden was probably the right thing to do first thing, and then maybe sit in the shade. So lots of splodges just to create a kind of central distress look. And I know why they've included this stamp, because when I go on my walks, I will like to walk around our local lake, which is just where I am with the dog. I see a lot of this kind of foliage when the flowers have gone over, like the ragwort and all of those kind of flowers. When they've all gone over, there's this kind of browny, brackeny stuff behind, and this reminds me of that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'll take some pictures today when I'm on my walk, and then you might understand what I mean. So I've just got a random splodge. Lovely. And then I'm going to take that lovely big image of the echinacea flower. It's like a daisy with the petals going downwards there. Morning, June. The dog is wandering about in my craft room. He's just trying to let himself out. Go on, you can go out. He's looking at me. He knows perfectly well how to open the door, and he's just looking at me like he can't do it. Go on. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that kind of down this way so that I can put my sentiment nearer the top. The thing is, if I let him out, it's only an arm's length, the door. If I let the dog out, 2 seconds later, he's going to want to come back, isn't he? Go on, you silly pooch. He's gone. He'll be back in a moment, no doubt. Okay, so that's our flower stamp. Now we need to do some colouring in. Now, I don't want to keep you all day with my colouring in, but we will do that quite quickly. So I picked out a couple of yellows, 3 of those, and some green, just to colour in our image. And because the Sahara sand is stamped off to the 3rd time, you can colour over it and see your colour pretty well. So I'm going to go for a dark Daffodil Delight for the petals. I'm just going to bring it over the top a little bit so you can see that you can see the colour quite well. It's not drowned by the background stamping. So I'm not being very particular. I'm just filling in most of the image with the dark. Oh, this is so therapeutic, Helen. I love colouring in. This stamp is great for that. So I've got the light blend in the same colour. So they come in a pack of 2 in each colour. So this is Daffodil Delight, and you get the light and the dark. So you can blend them just at the end like that. Here we go. That's that. Let's do that one underneath. A little bit of fluffy petal underneath. I've got Mango Melody, and I think it's a light Mango Melody. I'm gonna go over it a little bit and get a bit more orangey yellow depth just at the top here. Make it pop a little bit. I quite like that. Our blends are amazing. Love these so much. Okay, and then I don't think I'll bother with the dark Old Olive. I'll just use the light one, and I'm going to colour in the leaves and the stems. Very simply going down there like that. There's already kind of shading in the stamping. It's very detailed. Down this way. Oh, here he comes. The dog's come back. I can hear him just outside the door. My crafty friend. He's been in my craft room for the last sort of hour, lying on the floor while I potter about. Doesn't go far from me. So there we go. That's the green colouring. It's, you know, you can spend more time than me if you want to. Make it a bit more green, shading it in. But there you go. That's pretty much it. And then I've got the pumpkin pie. I've picked out the light one. There's a dark and a light. And I'm going to, it's like an orangey colour. I'm going to do the top of the echinacea. That was the dog letting himself in. He can open the door with the handle. Honest to God, he can. It's the funniest thing. Sit down now. To shut the door again. Right, there we go. So there's our flower all coloured in. And I really like this kind of, it is therapeutic, isn't it, Jan? It's nice to sit and quiet and yeah, it's good. So I thought I would make this a thank you card, a bit like my original one that I'll show you after, that I used the dies for. So I'm going to take a little piece of scrap basic white. I just need to check that's big enough for my die. I might need another piece. Because I'm going to stamp the thank you, I'm going to use the small label die. Oh, I wasn't going to use any dies with this, was I? Oh, let's do it without the die, because that was the whole point, was that you could do it if you didn't want to die cut. So I need the dark ink. This is early espresso, and it goes with the colour layer that we've used there. He does like to make an entrance. Hello, Lucy, I've missed you. Were you on holiday? I saw some photos put up yesterday. If that was where you've been recently, it looked amazing. He does like to make an entrance, Alfie does. So I'm going to take the thank you stamp. And because this is a nice dark colour, I can kind of stamp it. I could stamp it down here. I could stamp it up here. It would all be good. Sunny Crete. Fancy being able to get away on holiday abroad. Whoa. I think you're the first person I've known to do that. You lucky lady. I'm glad you had a good time. That's so good. Very welcome and well deserved. Thank you. There we are. So that nice dark colour fits in well there. I'm just going to stick this. And the reason why I have a separate layer rather than just doing it onto a white card, and you know, you could have it just a white piece of card and pop that and stamp on here. But if you did that, your inks are going to bleed. So it's always best, even if you had a white background and then pop a white one on, you could do it like that quite easily, because then you wouldn't have the bleeding through the entire card. I just wanted a darker one, so that's why I've put a layer of espresso. Oh, Lucy, I feel you. I think it was, when did I last go away? 2018, yeah. It's, although we did go to Centre Park, so that was amazing. So I have been away in this country, but still got away, which is great. Yeah, I know what you mean. We're so hoping for next year. So hoping. But we'll see. Who knows? Right, so we have a thank you. Okay. And then I think I am going to stamp that lovely flower inside. So get the Sahara sand back out again. Ink up our echinacea. Now, the reason I know it's this plant is because I thought it was a ragwort. Ragwort? Anyway, I wrote a blog post yesterday with this a card using this in it. I said, oh, I don't know, is this a ragwort? And somebody emailed me, one of my lovely crafty friends, Val, emailed me and said, I think it's an echinacea or a cone flower or something. Anyway, I looked it up and she's absolutely right. It's so nice when people, you know, respond and you know, answer your questions that you might have. I love that. So nice. So if ever you want to comment on my blog or my post, please, I love it. You like it. Thanks, Lucy. I'm glad. So there it is. And I think I'll put that thank you inside. Such a pretty, pretty flower. There we are. So thank you. There we go. So there's our first card. The splatter in the poppy set would definitely work as a background, Lucy. It would look brilliant like that. And you could do it with any kind of flower. I'm just looking for my poppies. Where are you? They're here. But you can never find the ones you want when you want it. Painted poppies. Let's have a look. Yes. This splatter would work perfectly well with the poppies. That's the painted poppy stamp set, and it would look beautiful. And you could do it in the same way. It would be fabulous. Good shout, Lucy. Right, so that's our first card done. Now, I will show you the card that I did and I popped up on my blog last night. It's this one. So this is exactly the same card. Thank you, Amanda. Thanks, Jen. It's exactly the same card, just kind of stepped up, if that makes sense. So I'll tell you what I've done differently, and then we're going to make it. I've used dies. So I've stamped it, I've coloured it in with the same colour blends, and I've cut it out with a die. I have done the same card base layer and piece of white cardstock. And then all I've done is cut the grasses out in a piece of crumb cake card and layered it with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And then I've put some of the ribbon that is in the suite. This gorgeous ribbon is part of this suite. It's called, what is it called? The Diamond Weave ribbon. It's very thick and it's beautiful. I put that on. And I've layered it with, I put some dimensionals behind the actual flower, and then I've layered these up on top. So I put the ribbon, and then I put the thank you with the die cut. And then the metallic adhesive back dots, the brushed metallics and all these beautiful colours are also part of this suite. And so I've used a couple of those too. So that's this one. So that's the flat one and the stepped up card. And I'm going to show you how to make it. Oh, we're going to make one, even though I've just explained how to make it. So let's grab the bit. Sorry, I'm leaning in. Let's put that to the side. Okay, so I think that's for my stamping and cutting out. I've got a thick basic white cardstock. I like thick basic white for my card base because it's really kind of substantial to stand up. And then I have got a piece of crumb cake there, which is the same dimensions as previous card, and this piece of basic white is also the same dimensions as the previous card. Okay, so we're going to leave that to the side, and then I'm going to do some stamping on here. Now I will get the crumb cake out, I think. There it is. Which is what I thought I had before, but I actually had Sahara sand. You can see how very similar they are. So we'll go for crumb cake because that's the colour I have used for that layer. Let me know it matches. You probably wouldn't be able to tell, to be honest. So I'm going to ink up the flower. Stamp that one down. Nice. It stamps so well. Love it. I thought we'd change the colour up this time for this flower. Excuse my arm. And I thought that we would go with some pinks because when I looked on Google Images at echinacea flowers, I was very pleased to see they get all different colours and you get some beautiful vibrant pinks. So the best one that I had that kind of matched was Flirty Flamingo. So we're going to go with that and see what effect we get. So I'm going to do the same as I did last time. See, it's quite a vibrant pink. Yeah, so very much the same. Sorry, I've gone quiet. Talk amongst yourselves. So who's enjoying Celebration? Celebration's amazing. We have all these beautiful products that are freebies. I had such a fun class on Sunday. It was my August class that unfortunately had to be postponed. We had such a fun time. We used the Penguin Place bundle with the penguins and the Penguin Playmates papers. And you can cut the penguins from the papers. And it's got great fun scenes on there. And it's just lovely paper, and that's free with Celebration. We used that in the class. We had great fun. I also like the glimmer paper. It's called, I want to say it's called Bedazzled or Bedazzling. It's really nice. So free with a £45 spend. Celebration items, and they're really nice at the moment. All right, so let's do these. This is the light flirty flamingo, so I really should do the bottom in the light. And then kind of go over the top a bit more. There we are. These would make lovely customer thank you cards. Right. For this month, I think. So I'm going to use the same colour for the top, which is pumpkin pie in the light. Google is your friend. It showed me the colours of this. And then we need our green stems again. You've all gone quiet on me. This new set is lovely, Lucy. It's beautiful. Is this the light one? Oh, I've gone for the dark one. I might just go back in with the light. I think the dark might be a bit much, so I'll just put a little bit of dark on there. And then blend it in with the light, I think. Should have put it away, wouldn't I? And then I wouldn't have picked it up. Right, let's go in with the light. Oh, you're concentrating on my colouring. Thanks, Lucy. So who went on holiday, Lucy? Was it just you and your hubby and your little boy? It looked so much fun. Things are starting to get back to normal, which is great. The kids are back at school, and soon, in a couple of weeks' time, my older ones will go back to university, and that will be very weird after a year and a half. Oh, definitely do that. Have a look through your stamps, see what flowers you've got that will go with it. This set is stunning. And it is going to be part of my class, as I said. It's going to be the class. This is what we're using in September. I feel like my pink isn't quite pink enough. Does that make sense? Just going over it again with a darker flamingo. Oh, it's got very hot in my craft room. There. Okay, so we have our flower. That's the longest part of the card. So we can put all these pens out of the way. Now we're going to cut it out using the die with my die cutting machine, which is just next to me. So I'll grab that die. Pop that on there. So I always like to use a little bit of washi tape because sometimes when you pop your die in the machine, it'll move slightly, and this fits so well. You don't want it to move. And then also the tip is when you pop your washi tape on, make sure it's on the outside, because whilst it usually peels off quite well, sometimes it sticks a bit too hard and you don't want to rip any of the image that you're cutting out. 3 of you plus Mark's uncle. Oh, how lovely. Oh, that's a really nice thing to do. Go away together. I've never been to Crete. Okay, there we have it. There is our flower. And there's one that I practiced with earlier. They're all both pretty much the same. I think I used that one. They're both pretty good. Right, let's take that one out and pop it back away so I don't lose it. Do you do that? Okay, so I've already die cut the grasses using the other die. Oh, thanks, Wendy. I'm glad you got back to us. So this is the grasses die. How cool is that? You could do it in greens or any other neutrals or any colour you like. Anyway, I've done mine in crumb cake, and that's going to go on my card. It's a very simple one, this one. Like here. I'm going to layer it all up like here. Like this. And then I'm going to stamp, instead of my original one, I used the thank you. I'm going to use the get well one, which says, sending healing thoughts. May nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. I really like that. Now, where's the card? Oh, here it is. In my die cutting machine. Here we go. Now, I think I'll do it in the pink to match. So I've got the Flirty Flamingo ink that matches the colour of the pens that I used. Right, there we are. Stamp it down. Nope, I stamped that really badly, so we're going to go again. It looks like I've got double vision going on. Can you see that? I knew when I stamped it, I was rubbing it around. I was like, oh no, I didn't do a very good job. Try one more time. Perfect. Well, as good as I want it anyway. Sending healing thoughts, may nature's beauty. Yes, I like that. Right, so then I'm just going to line that one up and do the same thing with washi tape. Oh, are you having problems with your live? I don't think I've got any problems on my end because I'm watching myself on my laptop and everything seems to be fine. Does anybody else have any issues? Do tell me. Because if it is, I can go out and come back in again, but I think we're good. Right, I'm just popping this through the die machine, Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. Here we go. Ooh, I think my plates are getting a bit old and cranky. I need some new cutting plates, I think. I do like this die because it, I don't know if you can see that. Got gluey fingers or something. It embosses. You're okay at the moment and you're okay, Jen. That's good. Sorry about that, Lucy. I think it's your end, but I don't know. So it embosses the line just at the ends here. How cool is that? Just have a look, see if that's the same on my... Oh, no. On my original, it embossed it all the way around. Maybe I didn't do a very good job of popping it through the machine. So there we go, look. it embosses it. So you've got that nice line. I think I use that one. Right, let's pop it together and I'll bring the ribbon in. Gotta have a bit of ribbon, especially as it's such a nice ribbon. Right, glue time. Hi Zaina, lovely of you to join us. You're not late, you just come along when it works. That's a good thing about Coffee and Cards. And you can always watch the beginning later. It's always going to be there to come back to. I pop it up on YouTube as well, generally, so you can find it there if it's easier. I know sometimes scrolling through YouTube for past lives is a bit difficult. So I do have people who like to watch you on Facebook, and also it makes it easier to find. So that's why I pop it on YouTube too. Right, a little bit of glue. Watch me get covered in it. It's all one piece this, which is great. I'm going to offset it a bit, like so. Like that. And this one I'm going to pop here, and I'm going to pop up on sticky foam Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'll bring those in. I'm going to use a few of these. 1, 2. And I've got some of the smaller ones that are super handy. No cutting up of bits of dimensional, because it's all done. What's that there? Bit of extra cardstock. Ah, sorry Lucy, it's going all right here. I hope you get to watch us later. Does anyone else have any issues right now? Tell me if you do. Okay. One last one perhaps, right down here so that it's not wobbling about. So we lost Lucy. That's such a shame. Hopefully she'll watch it back. You're all good there. That's good. Thanks, Helen. Right, so we're going to pop that one up on Stampin' Dimensionals like that. So you can see it's quite raised. Gives it a bit of texture. Oh, actually, I might not use the ribbon because this is a very large... Oh, I don't know. I'll think about that. I think I'm going to glue it down now. You're all okay, and you're okay too, Jan. That's good news. Thank you. There we are. So beautiful. Beautiful image. Right, let's put this together. Then it'll be lunchtime. Oh, does that come around so fast? Someone tell me how that works. Sending healing thoughts now. Let's see, this may be a bit much with the ribbon, so I might not put the ribbon on this one. You're not going to see it if I make it in the same way as the other one. So I think I'm going to leave the ribbon off because it is a slightly different one, but I'm going to pop dimensional foam pads on either end of that one to keep it up. So we can do that. It fits exactly. It's almost as if they know. Oh, I'm glad you like that, Wendy. Thank you. So it's going to keep it up in the middle because this is already raised. And I'm going to stick it on. You could put some glue in the middle as well if you wanted it. Oh, to the ribbon. The ribbon. Yeah, no to the ribbon. I think you're absolutely right. The ribbon is beautiful, but no to the ribbon for this one. You could definitely put some glue if you're worried about it coming off. I think it's going to be fine. So that's cool. Now, when I did the ribbon on the original one, I used double-sided sticky tape to tape it into place because I find that a lot easier than wet glue. Excellent. We are in agreement. Good news. Right, now I'm going to use these gorgeous things. These are so pretty. I can get them out of the packet, perhaps. These are the Brushed Metallic adhesive backed dots. So they're sticky dots. And what did I use? I used these ones. I think I'm going to go for these ones just to be different. This one. Go. That's that. Let's put those dots out of the way and we'll just stamp the inside. Right, where is my stamp? Here it is. Now I'm going to stamp it again in crumb cake like I did before. I'm not going to colour it in, obviously. You could if you wanted to, but if you do colour the inside stamping in, I would advise you do a separate layer inside because your blends will bleed through the back there. Here we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. So I think we're done. I was thinking about what to put inside, but I haven't got one that actually just says get well soon in this set, so I think I'm going to leave it blank. I probably have one in another set that I could pop in there. Sending healing thoughts. May nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. So it's the same one that I did for the blog that I put up last night, but just in a different colour and a different sentiment, and I swapped the long sentiment out for the ribbon. Inside is the same. Oh, this one I managed to make in a yes, it's exactly the same. This one I've managed to make in a tent fold, and this one is just a normal fold. This one has early espresso, and this one has crumb cake, floaty flamingo, and daffodil delight and mango melody. So that's those two. Now this one, the blog post that I did for this one was for Kylie Batucci's International Blog Highlights. That's such a mouthful. What it actually is, it's a collective of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from all around the globe who all post a blog at exactly the same time with the same theme. And so we all went live at 11 p.m. last night across the globe with a thank you card. And then they all get filtered into Kylie Batucci's gallery. And so you go to the gallery, which is linked on my blog. You just click the link, go to the gallery, and then you can see all of the cards. And the idea is then that you guys vote for your favourite. And the top 10 winners all get to blog hop together at the end of the month. Now, I would love to be in the blog hop at the end of the month. I haven't done it for such a long time, be part of this challenge. So I would love that. So if you like the card, please visit my blog at inkstampshare.ink and go and have a look. And then you can click on each little picture. There's a little heart. Click on the ones that you like. I think you can vote for 5 of them. But if you like mine and if you go over there, please vote for it because I would love to blog hop. I'd like to be one of the top 10 winners if you like it. So do hop over there and have a look. It's on my blog at the minute. This is the pink version of it that we've just made. And this is the 1-layer card that we made first. Exactly the same, but without any die cutting. I hope you like it. This stamp set is beautiful, this bundle. Absolutely gorgeous. The Nature's Harvest. It's available in my online shop with the dies as a bundle, or you can buy the whole suite if you wanted to, and you get 12 by 12 designer series papers. You get the ribbon and you get the dots as well as the stamp set and the dies if you like the suite. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. If you join me live, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I will be back this Friday. Last Friday we were out for my daughter's birthday, so we went out for a meal. It was her birthday last Friday, so we enjoyed that. But this Friday I'll be back for my live on YouTube at 7 p.m. So do hop over there and catch me, and I'll be back next Tuesday with coffee and cards. Thank you so much, Jan. That's very kind of you. So if you're watching me on replay, say hi. Tell me you're watching me on replay. If you're watching me over on YouTube, please do the same and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your week. May it be peaceful and you stay in the shade today. Thank you, everybody. You take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye-bye.